getting caught by Rafflesia, but they were just able to get in a weird angle, which stopped their deaths. I mean, oh man, that first pick show, by the way, I didn't feel like it was worth it. So maybe that's gonna change here, loading up into game number 2.
Yeah, it was very Rafflesia, but it just wasn't the perfect pick at that moment.
There you go.
Here we go, game number 2. I believe Echo decides to stay blue. Echo decides to continue being the first pick here. So I'm wondering how they're going to use that first pick gambit. How are they going to play this? First bands up, Popol and Koopa, Phobius, and Selena. ONIC taking out about the same heroes here.
Yes,
the Matilda,
your team
the Joyhead, and the Paquito.
It's the exact same bands as game number 1, actually.
But the first picks have changed. That's the Ruby first. That's the Ruby first. And then the Esmeralda, at least as much confirmed for ONIC Philippines.
Yeah. Ruby going first means that ONIC has a chance here to play a mobile lineup themselves. Some lineup that can split the map really well. If the Hayabusa is available, they might go for the Hayabusa for the side of ONIC. They can pair up the Hayabusa with Ruby again, but then they might consider putting the Hayabusa elsewhere. Someone
Bumblebee reporting for
even
duty.
like a gold lane.
Your
Hayabusa,
team is
but then,
banning.
as you mentioned earlier, Ruby might actually be better than the gold lane instead of the Exp Lane. That might actually be a mid lane Hayabusa. I think something that RK3 at this point, after playing a few games as Saber in the mid lane, might be ready for.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Could. But I think I did.
Your
Saber.
team is.
I was thinking, who else has a robotic?
Oh, it was a Hayabusa
It's a
ban.
switcheroo.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's a switcheroo.
There's nowhere
we
for
correct
the evil.
ourselves.
Your
It's
team
actually
is
Hayabusa.
banning.
And the Paquito shows up as well as the Harley, which, by the way, has slowly been moving himself towards the mid more than the jungle.
Here in the Philippines, though, I'm still looking forward to seeing how we're gonna play it. In other regions, Harley's better in the mid lane. No, we do have Harley players, but in terms of just preference,
Right.
they might still consider it putting in the jungle more. But now with the X-Borg up here, who
That's
is
sure mid.
that's a sure mid, or actually
No,
it could also go the jungle.
It confirms that. There you go.
Magic
The
is
jungle,
my life.
the mid,
Your team
and
is
the
banning.
X-Lane.
Lane, yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
And then Paquito also goes jungle.
Unless,
I mean, that's so rare, though.
Unless Jaymeister has something up his sleeve
Yeah.
again. Or Baloyskie again. That's what makes ONIC so dangerous this season. They have so much in terms of experience, wisdom. Crazy. Just the right amount of crazy.
Right amount of crazy just
But
feels like it's right up their alley.
But you can't go wrong with the picks of MPL-PH as well. It's not as star-studded as the ONIC first league, because when you think of the meta, those are 3 of the first names that you can pop in your head from the side of ONIC. But for great safe picks, you have a Cho, you have a Rugenhold, then you have a Link mobile, and split the map.
Yeah. That's what they want. The Hayabusa. So here, the key for them is to tweak. Don't reinvent the wheel. You know, just sing from earlier. Now they still need a solid tank. And I do believe a gold lane.
And I think the goal is definitely, I don't know. He really still wants heroes like long range heroes like
Your
Sarsa,
team is.
but I know they're gonna go for someone tankier, so
Yeah, I think that was a Toms that was picked up. It sounded like
that
a
sounded
Toms.
like a Toms.
What?
It was too low for me to.
Yeah, if this is a Tams, then where does the Paquito go?
I know, that's what I was. But
We've seen crazier things.
we have seen crazier things.
Paquito Gold, Toms XP.
You know what we're missing?
Oh no, it's Kufra, right?
Okay,
Kufra.
Thank you.
There's the roamer.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, who else has
I
the
mixed
low
up their
voice?
voices. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's a normal mistake.
You know who we're missing?
What?
We haven't seen Lunox in a hot minute.
Oh yeah.
Lunox did not show up in game 1.
And it's open. Echo
Yeah.
could pick it
No
up.
bans.
Echo
Right.
could pick it up unless Bennyqt picks up the Ruby this time, or ONIC. Again,
Bandit game 1.
this could be hatred picking up the Lunox if it leaves.
Oh, there we go.
The new Valier!
The new Valier
there you
and the
go,
Lunox.
Of course.
Wow.
I was looking for
There's
it.
the magic,
And Bennyqt says, I got you, fam.
magical duo.
It's a lot of damage.
We're gonna want to see that Unli Valier once more.
That's how I would react to this 2 picks.
So hot.
Lunox is so hot right now.
Yeah.
Valier.
Because of the flames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fire.
so much damage output in these last 2 picks.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
And fantastic wave clear.
Now, yes, now they're not gonna have that problem at all.
Yeah. So that increases the chance that they can activate the Ruby better compared to game number 1.
Now,
Swap it out though. I feel like RK3 on the... I don't know if that's
It's time to go to the
RK3 on a
show.
Valier. Not so, you're right. It's not so crazy, but wait.
That's gonna be KurtTzy back on the Ruby.
Did I hear Nana or Chang'e?
Oh, it's your pick!
Lilia!
It's your pick, Leo! It's your pick!
Oh, I haven't heard her voice in a while, and finally, that's... Wait, no. Okay, all right. Okay,
Please
it
don't
wasn't
change it
Lilia
anymore.
Jungle. It wasn't Lilia Jungle. I do believe it's mid.
This is gonna be...
Baloyskie, my man, thank you so much. In the offseason, I have predicted that Lilia will make a return.
Here she is.
breath of fresh air here, ladies and gents.
She's back. Of course you're happy about this. Like, we had a show the other
barely
day.
contain it.
That's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one. Black shoes, baby. Black shoes for days. Wow, we have a return to form here. And shades of Season 4 coming around. The debut of Baloy, of course.
Of
How
course.
poetic. We come full circle.
Although all of that is, of course, determined or reliant on the good performance from Baloy. But come on, who are we talking about? This is Baloyskie. Any hero you put on this guy just goes 110%.
I wouldn't have blinked if it actually was the Clint from earlier, but yeah.
I mean, that would have been fine for me. You know?
Like now though, with the last pickup there of ONIC with the Lilia, you have technically 4 insane burst damage dealers: Paquito, Harley, Xborg, and the Lilia together. Where
You missed the Harley. Harley.
Yeah, the Harley.
Paquito Lunox, yes.
Yeah. No, Xborg.
Yes.
I'm talking about ONIC here.
Yes.
Yeah. On the side of Echo, wherever they go in the map, expect them. There's a chance they're just gonna get absolutely bursted down. I'm worried now more here for the Ruby and the Valier. If this Cho most likely is gonna be a Cho tank.
Yeah.
Man, he's gonna be walking into a lot of magic burst damage. Valier as well, if not careful. The Harley can just go into the back line, burst him down. Lunox should be safe because she does have the power of Order Brilliance to avoid damage. But the frontliners here, the Cho and the Ruby along with the Valier, are gonna have a tough time going against the Paquito, Harley, and the Lilia on the side of ONIC. It's not impossible. They can split the map and do what ONIC did in game number 1. Except this time they'll be the one to split the map and not take fights directly, because if they do, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Game number 2. Tournament telco partner once more. Smart 5G, the Philippines' fastest 5G network. Already a fight breaking out in mid.
Everywhere.
Yeah, in mid, everywhere.
Yeah.
Beemo here on that Kufra. All right, so check this out. It's a gold lane Paquito.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gold lane Paquito.
Yeah, with a killing spree too.
That's gonna make sure that he goes up online faster.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
I have seen this before. But instead of Flicker, some folks would use Execute to confirm kills much faster. But just the same, this is bound to be a lethal Paquito on Patriot. Let's see.
Right. So I think at this point, it's easy to see that Kairi is going just roaring. He's just waiting for that 1 minion to go. Oh! Baloyskie though does not have the level 4 yet. No
Yeah.
black shoes yet, means that that's going to be the sweet spot for Echo to attack.
Caught him out. It was Aspect coming in strong, saying, you know what, he doesn't have it yet. He's a
Good
little
stuff.
too forward. And you see, they baited out Baloyskie's Purify. They gave him hope that he would have gotten away with it. But the answer was nay.
Yeah, great approach there by Echo to secure the kill first, and this might give them the turtle.
Here we go. First turtle up already in.
Red team
Oh!
Last is turtle.
Not so fast.
Dlarskie pulling it
hero
in.
has been
Kairi,
slain.
another kill here. They're looking for one more. Can it be? RK3 gets away with it. And ONIC, Philippines, happy to have this. They get the revenge kill plus the turtle. I think we're back on track.
Yeah, I told you, man. Kairi was just waiting to finish that minion. He just wanted to go for the fight as soon as possible. He got what he wanted, and again, it was the perfect time to do so as well.
Yeah, and Aspect wasn't even able to use his retribution there to potentially get the turtle away. Don't think he was close enough. I think it also was a good safe play to not attempt to go for the steal, because it could have been an even bigger loss if Aspect went for it.
Yeah, man, I love that. Really loving this.
Oh yeah, KurtTzy.
Oh,
He's in
KurtTzy.
trouble. He's in trouble.
Nowhere to go.
That's it.
Wait.
Wait! Oh!
Has been slain.
I see how he tried to get the juggle but failed. Now here's another round of battles up top. Beemo beating out Rafflesia.
Yep, and these are the sweet spots, right? Where you can do stuff like this against a Ruby when the lifesteal is just a little too low to help.
But now Echo still trying to split up the map early on to just sort of balance out what ONIC went for there in the bottom lane, considering how they got a few good hits on the energy shielding in the bottom turret. Still, that's a heavy presence up top for Echo though, and for ONIC as well to bring out the big fight.
Oh, flicker out hatred. Beemo with the Tyrant's Rage, putting Rafflesia up against the wall. Look at the burst coming in from Arcade3, and who are we to doubt the potential of this rookie? He's doing so much damage.
That's just way too much, actually. I was thinking, yeah, this is the result of that recent patch change. And it's proving to be a bit of a difficult thing to handle for Echo here. Sorry, for ONIC here.
Yeah, with what you mentioned with the patch change onto the Valier, can now refund a charge with the Burst Fireball if he gets a kill on minions. So that has to be a last hit. And where did that fight break out? In the middle of two minion waves crashing together.
Yeah.
So Arcade3 had opportunities to recharge the Burst Fireball. And of course, since he had Vengeance Flame up, deal a lot of damage with it.
That's the optimal place to take that fight.
And I think they read the room and got quite a bit zoned out. But look at this now. Second turtle up. Rafflesia, deadly magic's on him. Dlarskie says, welcome to the jungle. Takes down the show. Arcade3 dashing out Cyclone Eye. This gives ONIC the second turtle of the game. And now they're also threatening the purple buff here. Nice pull in by KurtTzy. Getting blasted by Baloyskie. Kairi confirms the turtle take. And just like that, ONIC Philippines disengage.
Rafflesia is really having a bad day on the show today.
Not,
Ooh, got bursted down.
Gosh.
That's a lot of damage.
Alright. I mean, at this point, you know what? They can kind of take hits like that. I don't think that's going to be a big problem, though, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't mention earlier, Rafflesia, like, again, see just the lineup of ONIC, wherever he's going to go, he's going to have a tough time. He can get bursted down.
With the dragon into the wall, Rafflesia could not find an angle. Arcade3 from the backline blasted by Kairi. And of course, the recalls come up.
Of course.
ONIC is feeling it. ONIC is feeling it. Kairi goes in. Space escape into the back lines.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
This turret's going down. Up top and
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
KurtTzy.
Absolutely.
KurtTzy had to go to mid.
That's a huge difference in terms of power levels at this point. 6 minutes in the game, they can already do stuff like this? Seriously.
So much just control, pressure everywhere, and we weren't kidding. We weren't sugarcoating the lineup of ONIC after the draft. It hurts. It hurts. You could see it here. Echo does have the potential, but again and again, it will be hard. ONIC knows their targets. They know Kairi picked up Arcade3 earlier. Rafflesia, when he walked into Baloyskie and Kairi, they weren't shy with using their abilities to whittle him down.
Yeah, and Baloyskie on the earlier, you could take out the Lilia. This time around, really proven to be a huge challenge.
No, not so much. Baloyskie has like 2 ways to get away, and at that point, he's eaten all your ults.
Yep.
So this is a tough little pickle, as we would say in the business for Echo. Oh, a pull in by KurtTzy, hit by the deadly magics, able to get some lifesteal out to survive. Early takeout, Aspect coming in, maybe too soon, into 4 members of ONIC, and he finds out, at least in time, this is dangerous. Rafflesia, he's playing with fire here.
Yep. Again, not the tankiest show in the world right now here for Rafflesia. And it's going to be a little difficult here for a fight.
Last Insanity by Dlarskie, clearing the wave as well, putting a chunk of damage onto the members of Echo here, and they don't push it, they don't force it. Kairi here going for his 3rd turtle.
Yeah, special power of this skin, by the way. Yeah. It's hard to estimate the distance. I don't know, that's probably something you can buy as an advantage. I don't know, man.
But
drifting animation.
Yeah. Speaking of advantage, Echo's playing to their strengths. Look at this. Aspect picking up something from game number 1. Split push up top. So he's making some leeway.
And it's a little different, right? Aspect used to be just all in on team fights. Now he's like, all right, let's take this one step at a time, shall we? Right?
Now the Echo is trying to pull off what ONIC did earlier, which was to avoid fights, split the map a little bit better. But again, against a Lilia and a Harley, with how fast they can move around the map and burst you down unexpectedly, just one quick rotate combo. If the combo lands good, if not, they're gonna back out. It's difficult. It's a difficult job for Aspect and the entirety of Echo to just find an opening in any of the lanes. They've only been able to break the one turret, and that's the first turret up top. ONIC has already broken 3.
And
Blue
the,
team turret
and
has been
ONIC is
destroyed.
threatening
Blue
the jungle
team
too.
turret
Look,
has been
Kairi
destroyed.
He's at 5.
Yeah, he says, I want your purple. That's it. Take it from me, Aspect. Take it from me. And oh, he does! Like a thief in the night, he does in Rafflesia's face.
Well, she should not be doing that. But at this point, you know what? ONIC just threw the sink at what's supposed to happen in games today. There's literally spinning on. What are you talking about? You know, we're gonna shape this game according to what we want it to be.
Yeah, and this is a more offensive Ruby, picking up the War Axe and the Bloodlust Axe together. What a pick off by Beemo!
That's it. Rafflesia's gonna fall here. Deadly magic spelt. That's all she wrote. Now into the backlines. Kairi once more going for that space escape. They're gonna be taking down this mid lane turret. More than enough firepower from ONIC to just keep on
Blue
pushing.
team turret has been
Where
destroyed.
can Echo catch a break?
That's right. What's that death gonna do to the mentality of El Capitan here? That's just gonna be so hard for ONIC to get up from that one mentally. I think like our main initiator can't really do anything, guys.
Yeah, and again, with the lineup you're up against, it's close to impossible. At the same time, Echo, their best chance is to go for a counter initiate. If they could miraculously steal a Lord away, but it'll be way too risky to even get out of your base at this point. Echo will just have to pull off an amazing counter play where ONIC initiates a team fight. Echo conserves their abilities while trying to avoid everything that ONIC throws out, and then they try to go for a big Hail Mary play with Bennyqt already having the Chaos Assault and the Darkening up. Aspect just being able to land a good Tempest of Blades, RK3 being able to freely throw the Burst Fireballs. But then again, will they have enough items at that point? It's such a massive lead. 8k, ONIC might just be able to sustain all that damage.
Well telegraphed here by ONIC. At some point, Hatred was going 1v1 against the Lord. And then Kairi came in to help, just to expedite the process.
You need to rush me, bro.
And you know where the Lord came through? That lane where Aspect was pushing. So that's his hard work undone.
It hurts.
I mean, it does hurt. Like everything hurts right now for Echo. Like all the lanes hurt.
What hurts? Everything.
Everything.
There's a push.
Yeah, that's true.
Lord alongside ONIC Philippines doing some work in KurtTzy. Oh, the Ruby can't even help. Rafflesia's gonna fall here. Kairi takes him down. Turret falls as well. And now they finally defend. Lord goes. But all the turrets, all of them, Echo lose them. Yeah, there's a kill off of Baloyskie. Oh my God.
Oh!
KurtTzy missing the 1-5 level. He falls. That was a play zero by Aspect. They push back. RK3 able to get some of them. Fire falling down, but ONIC's gonna go for the finish. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a sweep. El Clásico ends in a sweep. Congratulations, ONIC Philippines.
I want to say, man, Hatred just popped off at that last moment there. That was 100